For Cybercrime Radio, I'm Amanda Glassner, Deputy Editor at Cybercrime Magazine. I'm here today with Daniel Bernard, Chief Business Officer at CrowdStrike from RSA 2026. Daniel, thanks for joining us.
It's great to be here. Busy RSA.
So there's a lot of news coming out from CrowdStrike, and it's all very exciting, but we'd like to get a first-hand accounting of it from you. Before we do that, though, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at CrowdStrike?
Sure. Daniel Bernard, or DB as I'm known in cybersecurity, Chief Business Officer at CrowdStrike. I run our ecosystem and alliances. And if you look at how our business goes to market, how we bring on new customers today, it's through, it's with, and it's ultimately these customers are serviced by our partners. So whether that's a hyperscaler, a GSI, a reseller, a distributor, or thousands of ISV partners, other technology companies, cybersecurity is a team sport, and that's what we bring to the forefront. We're the crowd in CrowdStrike, and that's how we go to market. Today, we're north of $5 billion in ARR. We're on the path to 20, and we're not doing it alone. We're going together with the ecosystem, and every different partner type that we work with ultimately gets to win. They get to build a business around CrowdStrike, through CrowdStrike, even on top of CrowdStrike, as our technology really is today the operating system of security.
Now, I mentioned before, but we're recording from RSA 2026. Can you talk to us about what CrowdStrike is doing here this year?
We're doing a lot of things here at RSA 2026. Lots of new innovations around our agentic capabilities. Maybe I'll summarize just a couple of the ones that come to mind, and then I'll talk about some of the ones that our partners have built around us. So we announced, and we started the week talking about how the endpoint has become the focal point of agentic innovation, but also agentic productivity. So if you look at where AI is happening in the enterprise, it's happening at the edge. Where is accelerated computing happening? It's happening at the edge. Where is Falcon deployed? It's on all the edges. So we are in the right place at the right time to solve this problem for customers and to help the world adopt AI securely. We announced, and this is a partner announcement, I'm just kind of moving along here, that today, Next-Gen SIEM, one of our leading core components of the platform that replaces legacy SIEMs, is now supportive of Windows Defender, Microsoft Defender devices. So shows us working with a great ecosystem partner, Microsoft, to broaden our opportunity space, and together we do that. So you can use Defender on your endpoint, and you can still benefit from using the CrowdStrike Next-Gen SIEM platform to be that operating system of your security. We announced together with IBM that IBM is now delivering services on the Falcon platform and using Charlotte to be the agent and the agentic force of running security operations. Lots of great things going on with IBM security. And historically, they'd worked with some other companies, and we've always been working together with them, but they see CrowdStrike as the winning horse to bet on. Other great announcements. Let's see. There's so many. We announced and talked about the ecosystem we're building around AgentWorks. So AgentWorks in the Falcon platform lets you build your own agent custom to your organization, or lets others build agents on your behalf. So if you're thinking about how you hire enough folks to bridge that skills gap shortage, or just multiply and amplify your security program, you're going to AgentWorks to build and use the skills that we have in the Falcon platform and to go and build agents. Great partners like Accenture are using this technology to create cybersecurity's agentic workforce. We've known for a long time there's not enough people to fight this battle. There's open jobs all over the place. How do you fill them up? You fill them up with great people, and you multiply the people with the agents. Those are just a couple of the highlights, but there's all different kinds of announcements around partners building with different parts of our platform. You've got HCL building with exposure management. You have Intel building with us at the chip level to secure AI. I could go on and on and on and on. And then there's innovations across all the different components of our platform here at CrowdStrike, whether that's cloud security, identity protection, data protection, our endpoint, like I was talking about at the beginning, Next-Gen SIEM. The possibilities and the capabilities are really endless of what the Falcon platform is able to do. Busy RSA. And that's not even all of them.
Yeah. Now, RSA in of itself, I'm sure, obviously has been so busy. Can you talk to us about Falcon 2025 and its agenda covering the AI revolution? And are you guys planning Falcon 2026?
Yeah, we're already selling tickets, and we'll be welcoming thousands and thousands. It'll be more than 12,000 guests this year over at Falcon 2026. So Falcon 2025 is done. That was a while ago. We're gearing up for 2026, our biggest and best year yet. Every year, this conference goes bigger and bigger, and I think what's unique about it this year is it's not just a CrowdStrike conference anymore, it's an ecosystem conference. This is how we go to market, like I was saying at the beginning. It's the foundational role that only we can play in cybersecurity, bringing the crowd to everything cyber. bringing our customers there. They want to come there, and it's the CISO level, it's the CXO level, it's the CIO level, and it's their teams. They come for the education, the training, they come for the community, and it's open to all of our partners to sponsor and tap into this great community of cybersecurity professionals. It's too early to know what the agenda will be, but you bet it's going to be on securing AI. So that's the main focus. That was a big focus last year. We usually announce different exciting technology updates, company updates. Falcon is a lot of fun, and we look forward to our biggest one yet.
CrowdStrike also produces the Crowd Tour series, which are local events. And next month coming up, there will be Crowd Tours in India, South Korea, Austria, Sweden, and Canada. Can you give our listeners the high level of Crowd Tour and what makes these events so valuable?
Well, you've got to go to Crowd Tour to find out, but these are well-curated events where we talk about innovation happening within the platform. We talk about threats in the threat landscape. We educate, and then we have great ecosystem partners that join to complement and share the story. It's not just us talking about ourselves. It's really a forum for our customers to talk about what they're doing and the innovation that they're driving across cybersecurity in their enterprise. So every single Crowd Tour features different customers talking about how they've accomplished new outcomes with the Falcon platform. What kind of savings are we driving? How have we increased the protection levels? Have we taken one person and enabled a one-person team to act like a 30-person team with Charlotte? So I think the magic of Crowd Tour is not just us talking about what we do. It's our ecosystem, it's our partners, and it's everybody talking about what we're doing. The magic of Crowd Tours isn't us talking about CrowdStrike. It's the crowd talking about CrowdStrike. It's our customers and our partners talking about the innovation they're building with the platform, the results they're seeing from the platform, and the roadmap and future of what they're doing with CrowdStrike and how they are helping us and seeing the benefits of stopping breaches.
Now, can we talk about mergers and acquisitions? CrowdStrike recently acquired Onum, Pangea, Seraphic Security, and SGNL. Can you tell us how each of these companies will be integrated into CrowdStrike?
It's a lot of acquisitions, so you've covered quite a few there. We're always looking for great technologies and ways to further different organic innovation that we're doing here and complement and go into new TAMs and provide new outcomes to customers. Let's start with Onum. Onum, data pipeline. We make it easier than ever before to ingest data into Next-Gen SIEM and for organizations to be able to share data, and it brings detection directly into the data pipeline so we can start delivering cybersecurity outcomes even faster on data. Onum makes it really easy for customers to bring data into the Falcon platform and also to use this as a tool to transfer data between different technology data moats that they have, whether that be observability platforms, whether that be data lakes. It has a wide variety of uses, but ultimately it's an accelerant to our next-gen SIEM business. Onum. Next, Pangea. AIDR is really the componentry of Pangea. How can we help organizations get visibility over their agentic work? How can we set guardrails around what's going on in the enterprise? How can we make sure that there's no prompt injection and that there's visibility around it? So the big question of the year fundamentally is how do I support secure AI adoption? And that starts with bringing detection and response to AI. Just like we brought it to the endpoint, we're bringing it to AI. AIDR, AI detection response. Let's do Signal next. Signal is, well, I think it's interesting that you can tell the story all ways, but Signal is continuous real-time authentication. So if you think about how the world was pre-Signal, an enterprise had standing privileges for who could access what. And over time, as an employee would stay with the company, you get more access to more privileges. And there was creep around all of the standing privileges. That creates cyber risk because you end up with more people that have more access than they should. They don't have the right access. It's also a mess to manage. Signal flips this model on its head and brings zero standing privileges to the forefront, where nobody has any privileges to anything. And based on AI, behavioral analysis, we're able to grant just-in-time privileges in real time to reduce security gaps, reduce risk, and maximize productivity. And then Seraphic, it all comes together with agentic browser and browser security. We can turn any browser, agentic browser, regular browser, into an enterprise browser, into a controlled browser. Super easy to deploy. Where is work happening? It's happening in AI applications on the edge, and they're using pieces of software. Where is software moved to? Software is now web-based. Browser is the front door to the enterprise today, and we bring enforcement, security, control, visibility directly to it. So if you look at it together, Seraphic and Signal fit so nicely together because what they represent is a reimagination of zero trust, really the next generation of where zero trust is. How do we secure the device? How do we secure the user? And how do we secure what they're doing, both on device, in the cloud, anywhere that they're working?
Now, we've covered a lot of ground. Is there anything else you'd like to share? What's exciting coming up for CrowdStrike? One message you'd like to leave our listeners with when it comes to the cyber threat landscape we face today?
No doubt the landscape is moving faster. It is bigger. There's more attack surfaces with AI than ever before. If you think of every layer of Jensen's AI cake, as he calls it, every layer is a new attack surface that needs protection. The problem is bigger than ever, but there's never been a better time to be in cybersecurity. And I think that's what the big message is for practitioners, for the market at large. AI is the biggest accelerant of cybersecurity adoption that the world's ever going to see. And in order to do AI successfully, you need to secure it. So all of us at RSA are in the right place at the right time because there's more innovation that's happening in cybersecurity, there's more adoption of cybersecurity, and there's more outcomes from cybersecurity. You look at the geopolitical landscape, you look at the threat landscape, you look at what's happening in every organization. We're in this next big revolution, and it's the AI revolution. The power and the capability and the productivity of every human being on planet Earth is about to multiply. With that comes the need to secure everything that's going on. The way that we're using computers is changing. The way that we're using the cloud is changing. The way that we're producing chips is changing. It's a huge moment in cyber, and it's time, and it's the right time in the market for cyber to lead this revolution instead of follow the revolution, because only when you secure the outcomes of AI can you actually use AI. And I think that is the big message of this year. It's if you want to produce AI, if you want to generate new agentic outcomes, you need GPUs and you need technology. But if you want to use AI, you need to secure AI. And that's the big takeaway.
Daniel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be here. Thank you.
For Cybercrime Radio, I'm Amanda Glassner, Deputy Editor at Cybercrime Magazine, live from RSA 2026.